It's week 10, day 66 of my full-time chronic pain rehabilitation journey. My name's Jason. Today I'm going to talk about a recovery day protocol. If you don't know what that is, you need one, and today I'm going to share mine. But first, a quick status update. I'm suffering from what you might call a light shutdown. I feel sick, but I know the trigger. I know what caused it. It was the yoga routine on day 64. Instead of going in incrementally, I went and attended an entire class for an hour, and it proved to be too much for me, and I'm feeling the effects of that now. I say this is a light shutdown because a full shutdown would be me in bed for 2 days not doing hardly anything. And I have a memory of when I was at a prior employer, I tried yoga, and it put me out for like 2 days, and I missed work. So the fact that I'm up and moving around is great. I know that's because of the supportive routines I'm doing, the warm-up, the techniques at the recovery center, the cool down, the stretching, all that, is lessening the impact of the yoga that I did on day 64, and it's accelerating my recovery. So, and actually those are part of my day-to-day, which I'll share in a minute. So before I get to today's topic of the Recovery Day Protocol, I'm going to share with you a quick tip. It's to slowly increase the intensity of your resilience training. If you don't know what resilience training is, it's when you do something every day that you don't want to do. For me, that's getting into a near freezing tub of cold water. Well, I get in there 4 times, so I basically alternate between a cold tub and a hot tub 4 times. But to get the maximum effect from the cold tub, you're supposed to end in the cold tub. So today, I only went back into the hot tub for 1 minute after doing 3 minutes in the cold tub. So I blunted the effect of the cold tub slightly before I got out. I didn't want to shiver too violently, but that's better than I usually do. I usually go back into the hot tub for like 3 minutes to fully warm up. And this time I didn't. I didn't fully re-warm up. And so that made it a little bit harder, a little bit more uncomfortable. But it's not just the discomfort that I wanted to increase. I actually wanted to get more benefit from it. So I'm trying to ultimately work towards ending in the cold tub and not going back into the hot tub at all. Okay, on to today's topic, which is a recovery day protocol. You're going to have bad days. How bad? That can vary, but they're going to happen. And you have to decide in advance, before they happen, what you're going to do about them. Otherwise, you will just not feel like doing anything, and chances are you won't be able to think of the things you need to do on that day itself. You have to do this in advance. I used to call this a bad day protocol, but I don't like characterizing my days as either good or bad and placing judgments on them, so I renamed it to be a recovery day protocol. And here's the basic gist of it. I try to sleep in if I can. I do have an arrangement with my employer where I can work from home if I need to. So if I were working right now, which I'm not because I'm doing full-time chronic rehab, I would text them and then sleep in. And then I don't do any conventional exercises. Usually when I have one of these days, it's because I've exercised too hard and I need to back off for a bit. But that doesn't mean I can't help, again, lessen the effects and accelerate the recovery with supportive routines, which is why I do supportive routines. I'll get to that in a minute. But the day starts out pretty much like any other day, other than sleeping in. I go take a cold shower. I turn all the lights on. I fill up a 16-ounce water bottle with some lemon and just a dash of or a pinch of salt. And then I drink 2 of those, and then I'm planning, I usually will do something like a 5-hour energy to get me going, but I found something better called NanoHydra 8. I'll include a link in the description. And it's basically to kind of jumpstart everything. It has electrolytes, a little bit of sugar, amino acids and things to kind of get your system going. It's better than coffee, and sometimes I'll even eat an apple, to be honest. That works really well too. And then after I go and I do one thing from my Miracle Morning routine. So there's an acronym for all of the things you do as part of Miracle Morning called SAVERS. And I like to do the first one, the S, which is silence, which just basically means meditation. So I meditated for about 5 minutes. And then I went to the gym. I went to the dry sauna. I usually go there after I'm done exercising, but because I wasn't exercising today, I went directly there. And I did some additional stretching. So I had a little bit longer time in the dry sauna, sweat a little bit harder, stretched a little bit harder. It was something I could do that didn't exert me too much. And then I took a cold shower to rinse off the sweat. And then I went to my recovery center to do the supportive routines. They use multiple techniques there, and today I did what's called scrubbing and a TENS unit. And then I got into the cold tub and did that alternating hot-cold tub thing I told you about. And I stayed pretty cold at the end, which is, again, harder for me and part of my increasing the intensity of my resilience training. Fighting for your life means hoping for the best and prepping for the worst. When things go south, you have to have a plan and stick to it. If you find my videos helpful, please pass them along and don't forget to subscribe, Until next time, keep fighting for your life.